What's up, everybody? This is that brown bat here for a tutorial on, well, you've seen it in the description, right? Notre Dame Cathedral. And no, it's not going to be interior, it's just going to be exterior, but this is what it looks like inside. I mean, you could totally bring in some furniture and stuff like that, but you have to flush the entire thing out. And that's not what the intention is. The intention is just for the exterior. And let's just take a quick look at what we're going to attempt to do, and hopefully we can recreate it. One thing missing here is the spire, and so hopefully I can figure out how to get a spire in the second one. Alright, so with all that being said, where are we going to put it? To the left or to the right? Let's put it to the right side, I guess. It doesn't matter. First things first, I guess, let's go to the Dunbrook pieces. And we'll work with the chapel. Now, first thing you gotta realize is you do some tricks here. But has to be a certain distance from the ground. Alright, we're on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 off the ground. Gotta give yourself ample room. So if I go, this isn't part of the tutorial really. I just want to make sure that we have enough space. I'm going to say, let's go 4 maybe. How about a tight fit? So 4 from the it's going to be here. This is the longest part. So let me just put it on the road. Roads are 4 blocks long. All right. And I'm going to come back to these, but this is just so I can get a frame of reference. It's kind of be weird to start from the flying buttresses, right? Now, what I need to do, hold your horses here. One, two, three, four, five. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so we're going to set it there. But it's going to go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the important part, is know that it goes up 6. Alright, so now pretty much we are beginning the tutorial. Hopefully we don't run into some cramped spaces, and I think we're going to. but it is what it is. Alright, so that's the main structure. Then we're going to put in some roof pieces, and these are the suburbs. Alright. And they are going to go leaving a gap right there. And I'm gonna turn this to orange brick. Yeah, I think that's the one I used. Yep. Orange brick. And then leaving that gap there, going to go all the way so you can't go any more. And I think I just lied. I did lie. Well, I'm going to correct that lie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's pull a arch block here from Dunbrook. So the trick is to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So 5 roof pieces, 5 arch blocks. 3, 4, 5. And then just go directly under those. 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to have a second row of arch blocks. Now these are going to come out too. Whoops. Now it doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, probably save some space if you just put in something else that's filler. Probably these. They take up less space in an arch block. All right, then you want to go to the pirates. I just got to be careful not to grab a hold of something that's going to be already merged. All right, so the roof wedge from the pirates. Cover those. All right, now go to the next side. I didn't go down far enough, did I? Alright. Not only are they out too, but you have to go down one. I should have realized that. There we go. And then fill that back in there like this. Now we're free to do to the other side like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how I just messed that up again. There. That's what we're trying to do. Like that. And it helps when you pick the right part. I figure if I'm going to do buildings like this, then this is the perfect. Go to Simple Toys. I'm going to fill in that. But I think if you're going to do anything that's castle wise or cathedral wise or Gothic wise, this is the best thing to do to practice. So if you can get a Notre Dame cathedral down, then you can pretty much be able to conceptualize anything, and nothing will be far from your reach. All right. So I think what we're going to do now did I go over? Yep. We'll take care of the cross section later. Let's knock this thing out, because I think this is the most complex part, are the towers. But don't be intimidated by them. The main thing are the vaulted platforms that make up the portals down here, doorways. All right, so once you put a vault platform down, it goes up 2. All right, and they're going to be, well, the middle one's going to be directly in the middle. So if you want to count from here, all right, it goes over 1, like a half, like not even a full. All right, so that's just how it works out to be. Now these, I'm going to show you a trick, because we want these to merge in like that. There's a couple ways to do it. You can use a path creator, or it's probably the best thing to do, but I'm going to not do that. I'm going to use the Monsters University trick. Alright, so if I can get that in there. And what this is going to do is leave a residue of the building, a ghost, if you will. You can't see it, but the memory thinks it's still there. And because the memory thinks it's still there, arch blocks can now go inside each other until you save it. And once you save it, it'll clear that out. So try to utilize as much as you can with that trick. Alright, so we have some simple toys that we're going to put in there to get that to extend down. Like so. Now, you're going to have some major Z fighting here where they merge together. all you do is you put another block like I'm doing right here, right there. Now, you're not going to see back here, so don't worry about that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is get these columns. I'm going to put these, what did I do, mess up? How did I mess that up? It's supposed to go out here. I thought, for some weird reason, that I had these lined up where I said I was going to line them up. This is why it pays to pay attention. But it's easy to lose track of things. One, two. All right, I don't know why I had that. I don't know. It's easy to lose track of things when you're talking. So I've been doing this on and off. Oh, it's been, well, since 2015, right? And I think I've done apologize as much as I could ever apologize when I make a mistake. So forgive me if I don't apologize as much anymore, because it's getting to be old hat. There we go. It lines forever perfectly up when you do it the right way. And I'm going to use these ledge blocks to go underneath like that. And I'm going to take this trim piece. Now, because these trim pieces are built on, they're 3 blocks wide, and these are 4 merged and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to offset here. And what I want to do is put that in there like that. And I just got hit with some major heat here. Turn that heater off. I'm looking for the path creator. I have it saved. Now, what's nice with these is once you save it and reload the game, you can safely, now not all things, only the things that you don't pretty much, I don't know how to explain this. If I don't know how to explain this to somebody that's never seen these tutorials before. When it has to do with the grid. If you don't have to finagle the horizontal or the forward backward on an odd number, I guess you would say, you can safely delete these path creators after you save it and reload it. And that's what I intend to do So I'm not going to explain everything that I do. Otherwise, this will take super duper long. I'm going to assume that majority of the viewers have watched my tutorials before. If you do have questions on what I do or anything that I do, just timestamp it. And if it's a legit question, I'll do my best to answer it, or maybe do a tutorial. But if I do a tutorial on every trick that I do and stop, you know what I mean, and we'll have problems if I stop every time I do a trick and explain it. Alright. Let's get this in here. It's gonna be on 3. So it should be offset. Nope. Like that. And this one is not an arch block. That's going to be the rose window, or one of the rose windows. Alright, let's fill in the floor. I'm just staggering the pieces where they can be staggered. If it matters, it doesn't usually always. It doesn't usually. It's sometimes not. Doesn't. Sometimes it matters. Sometimes it doesn't. Let's see if I can consolidate pieces here. Is that necessary? Yeah, it might be necessary to have that in there. Just for aesthetics, so not everything is blocked. So why did I delete all that? I don't know. I'm putting it back the way I found it. Okay. I like the kiln pieces here. So I'm going to use the kiln pieces for the railing. Okay, there's that. Now, these buttresses are very important to everything that we do, otherwise it doesn't look Gothic. Alright. It don't have to be round. You can use square if you want, but in this case I am using the cylinder, round one, pillar block, whatever. Okay, and we need one on each end. It's gonna go like that. We got to fill that. I'm just going to pull it from here. We got to fix that offset with a barrier block. Well, you can use a barrier block if you want. Actually, since we... Nope, I was going to say, I thought maybe because we put the MU building down that we could... already go inside that, but we can't. Apparently we didn't go over far enough with the Monsters University thing, but that's fine. Okay. The trick is to get enough space for the towers. Alright. So we're not using the done brick pieces, we're using the simple toy arch blocks here. The reason being, you'll see in a second, you won't get the desired results if you use done brick. So don't use done brick for these pieces. Alright, so how far up from here? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to go right to the ledge. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I'm going to go here. What we're going to do is we're going to merge these in like that. Well, before we do that, let's put these up here. So they're going to go down 3. Oh, we need replayers. Put them right here. Be on the safe side, let's use 2 of them. Record. Now I'm just going to hit stop right there. What I'm going to do is line up the other ones. Now each of these are going to drop down 3. Alright, so we're going to hit clear on this one. And record on this one. One, 2, 3. Let me just line those up and delete the rest of them. Gone and gone. Alright. Shouldn't need a trigger area. Should be able to play everything back in. Perfect. Now we didn't need a trigger area to get those merged, but we're going to need a trigger area to bring everything down. See what it does? So now you have your bell tower. Alright, but oh, you know what? We don't need that. Well, at least not yet. Alright, so we're going to bring these down. How far? That is a very good question. Somewhere I put a joint in these, I thought. Oh, no. Where is the joint? Maybe it doesn't matter because everything's covered up. So I don't like using 2 small blocks right next to each other. So this is what I'm doing is I'm just staggering them. One of the things we can also do is to not use an extra one. Just be careful because look at that. You know, I'm not even touching it, and because we've already used some tricks here, the computer's confused. Just be careful when you're deleting things, because you'll end up deleting something you don't want to delete. I'm going to make sure. There we go. So we don't. All that's in there already is just. I know I said I wasn't going to give tutorials in between tutorials. But they're just arch blocks, and you can go through arch blocks with oh no, I never did put the base in there. You can go through arch blocks with regular blocks if you use a trigger area, and I messed that up. 1, 2, 3. That'll give us our base. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's try it again. All right. Yeah, much easier. Get that out of there. All right, then we will fill that in. Can I pick that up? No, I can't. I just broke it. Get that out of there. Put this back in there. Bring the tall block back. Oh, I can't do it yet. I have to do that. All right. Probably get away with using that. Just make sure that none of the windows or doors show if you're going to use these. Make sure that these are lined up. You don't have to offset these like we offset the other ones. So now that should perfectly go right in there. Like that. Take this. Do like this. What we're going to do is we're going to put our windows in. Like that. I have to go all the way around. Now, you don't have to use these, but I'm making you. It's just a bell tower, so you don't have to worry about whether or not you can see interior or not. Because the only thing that's in a bell tower are bells, but we don't have bells. That's fine. It's a clean, empty space inside the way that we got it, so we can see inside. That's fine. I have no intentions of going inside there. Let's delete what we're not using. Just be careful you don't delete anything else. Okay. Make sure you at least get an autosave. I can see gap in there. We want to take care of that before something bad happens. Make sure I have it saved. Probably just go the length of this like that. I'm going to leave that gap there for now. Don't worry if you can see windows, because we're going to cover those up with glass. Okay. Okay, let's get in the buttresses. Alright, and I made sure that those are down one from the top. I'm going to go the entire distance around. Of course, I'm taking liberties to do my own thing, different than what the actual cathedral looked like. But we don't have every piece to make it exact replica. Just make sure you make it look cool. Okay, there are those. And then I used cylinder blocks again. Go down 2 all the way around. I think I got them all. And then the ledge blocks. Think, yeah, these ones right here, I'm just using straight blocks. So the ones that don't have an immediate resting place, meaning the ones that hang off the edge, are going to be straight blocks, tall blocks, if you will. Alright, and they're going to go all the way down. I don't think there's any. Did I put any joints in there? That's just going to be, the answer is yes. And I use these for the feet. But the joints that I use in there was just, I put a long block in there like that. And then there was another vertical ramp. Whoops. Like that, and like that, right inside. And I think, yep, all we did here, I didn't want to do that. Good thing I didn't use any tricks. Alright, so I got feet all the way in there, like that. Then more buttresses. Now here, put them in between, like that. And then pillar blocks. Alright, and then over on here, I do have that already, but I think there's going to be some adjustments as we get on, because I had to merge the some pieces in there. Alright, let's take this all the way down. Like we did on the other side. Once you got something on one side, pretty much clear to do exactly the same thing on the opposite side. Say second verse same as the first, you know. Probably get away with putting this as a ledge block. Because you can see that corner more prominent than you can the one behind it. Okay. Now these pieces over here are these arch blocks over here. On the bottom are going to get trim pieces, and they fit right up underneath. Same thing on the other side. Okay. Now let's see if I can remember. I think it just goes over as tall blocks. And that's one of the things I think we can just do is put a 3x1 in there. Like that. Clear that piece out. See if I can get in there to find out what's blocking that. Why? If I take this and bring that down, that'll work. What is in there on the other side that is preventing me? Oh, guess what? I didn't realize that that was still going on. Now, it's fine, I can keep those merged, but normally I wouldn't be able to do that. See, it was going right into the vaulted platform, which I don't have a problem with. But because normally wouldn't be able to do that because of, well, remember the trick that we used with the MU University building there? Well, yeah. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just doing it the easy way. And if I just lost you, I kind of sort of apologize because I don't know how to explain myself. I said I wasn't going to take the liberty of using something to go inside that, and I just did it. So you might as well do it if you can do it. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, right now tutorials are not my forte. I don't know why, but I think it has something to do with how intricate this is. And it does take a lot of concentration. Alright, do I have all these? I think it's time to go for the buttresses, but before I do that, let's bring this out like that. And I was using Dusty Crop Hopper. You can use whatever you want. That's just what I happen to be using. Alright. Yeah, I think it's time for another save. Okay. Buttresses, flying kind. Alright, so we're going to need the short support arches. And these are going to go not at the top, not right under the roof, but right there, like that, okay? Now, we are going to need to get one of these in there. Remember I said earlier that I'm going to have to merge something in there? Alright, so I'm just going to delete that. Put that there. Before I forget, I'm going to put a path creator there. And get this in there. Okay. There, and there. Double check, make sure that... Oh, no, I didn't put one there. Good. Leave that one out. No buttress for that end. Alright, and then do this for each. Now, don't delete that. The computer gets confused. All you gotta do is get something to tell the path creator to be reset. Whatever logic toy of your choice. Just don't delete the part. Reset and play. And this is going to happen more than once. Okay, so we got that. Ledge block on top of each one. And the bottom of each one. And then on the ground, like so. And then pillar blocks. 3. Pretty sure that's what I did. Yes. And then triangle. All right, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Alright, let's get that tall piece back in there with the path creator. For some reason, I think I'm missing a piece. Maybe not. I thought I was. Nope. Okay. So far, so good. So what? Shut up. Now, I put these up here. You can put those up there if you want. I don't know. I think that's kind of weird looking. But I think what I'm going to do is this. This is what I usually do when I build towers. But not every tower is the same. And you can use... Oop. You can put a dome in there. You can do this. You can put an onion dome in there. If so be your choosing. But definitely what I'm going to do, regardless of what I choose, is to put a large floor in there to stop all the Z fighting. And how about I take some of this, and let's see if this will... Oops. Let's see. I can use those pieces. I know there's lights on it. Isn't that funny? But I'm thinking, how about those? And you can use the what are the Crenellations too for the castle if you want. But I think these will work fine. And here I have Crenellations. I'm thinking over here I'm going to use these as well. Like that. Gives us a little bit more variety. Alright, save time. Okay. Now I'm going to do the intersection. Drop these down, 2 of them. Hey. Alright, it's going to be both of these. I'm going to stop it. I'm not going to clear it yet because I want to get them set up. want them. You don't want it like that. You want it to go in the middle, right in the middle, like that. You want the spires to pretty much line up. See how I have that? Okay, so the next one, we're going to want to flip it because of where the door lines up. Alright, and then it's going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so now I can clear that out. And then I'm going to hit record on that one and then bring these down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I can just do that. Thank you for being a placeholder. And now, more than likely, nothing's going to happen because we need to bring in a trigger area to trick the system. Put one there, put one there. Now we should be good to go. Okay. Saving time. Alright. Leave those alone because we're gonna, hopefully we're gonna reuse them or put them to use. Leave the trigger areas there. Alright, we need arch blocks. Okay, that has to be directly in the middle, and they go straight on the ground. Directly in the middle and straight on the ground. And then trigger area, one on each side, because we're going to go, oops, I already have one in the favorites. Tall block. Okay, don't just butt it up against the end of it, just go in a half. So you know what a half and a half equals? 1. But what it allows us to do is make this 3 block, it makes it 4 instead of 3. Which perfectly lines up now with these. And then we're gonna stagger these like that. I think that's what we did here. Exactly. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Stagger them. Like that. And here. A lot of this is going to get hidden. There's a name for this, and I don't remember what this part of the cathedral is called, but whatever. There is a name for it. Pretty much, this is where the altar is, I believe. If you were in an actual cathedral. That would be where the altar is. All right, so this right here is a vaulted platform. Instead of a regular arch block. How far up did that go? Turn that around like that. Alright, so I thought we used those, but apparently not. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is use our trigger area trick. Okay, and find our windows. Make sure you have it facing the right way. Okay. There we go. And then we'll get our crenellations. Just go around like this. It's coming together nicely. Now here. Yeah, I just use the regular castle block. Just make sure that you're not utilizing the windows from it. And you can go like that too. Just covering up space here. You can see right through it, so shouldn't be that much of a hassle to figure out what I'm doing. You just don't want to see any gaps, that's all. And I think that takes care of. You don't want to see light poking through is what I'm getting at. Alright, let's go around the edge here with more. Like so. Well, since we're right here, I wonder. No, do not use these. Do not. I mean, you can. I think. Don't we have something different though? Like that. See the door? You know, the doors from the these things. Yeah. We just cover those up. Let me take liberty over here. I know this is my first build over here, but let me cover those up like that. And it works. Okay. Well, before I forget, Game Maker, 1, 2, 3, up. Get a door. Same thing on the other side. Oh. Also, no. Come on. I'm going to take care of the top part. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Hopefully I can grab a hold of that and bring it out. Yeah, you just need one of them. You don't need two of them. Just because it's so far up at the top. Okay. Okay. Next. I wonder... Nope, that ain't gonna work. Forget what I was gonna do. Forget what I was gonna do. Say. Didn't work anyway. Alright, so let's take our buttresses. Okay, and that. Oh, I guess it's not gonna. We can go over half like that. I just wasn't sure if the gap would be that pronounced, but it's not. Okay. Ledge block on top, ledge block on the bottom. Pillar block, triangle. Alright. And then we need, actually not yet, what we're going to use is a Dunbrook arch block. And it's going to go right like that. Same thing on the other side. And get a trim piece. Flip it. Okay. Alright, I'm going to actually, I'm not worried about making those 4 because it's hidden. See, there's going to be a bit of an overhang, but you're not going to be able to really tell that it's 3 and these are 4. Because it's very well hidden. Alright, so take your short support arch. Pretty much do the same thing that we've been doing. Odd thing is, remember when I counted over at the beginning? Well, apparently I counted over wrong, but whatever. one of the things you can do if you mess up like that, just make your road, nudge it over just a bit, and now you're back into symmetry. And then here, I'm going to have two more. I don't know what you call them, buttress spires. And then you go over on the other end and do the same thing. I'm not sure if I already put these over here or not. Nope. But there they are now. Make sure I get at least an autosave out of this. Now, one of the things, since I've been doing a lot of 2D, once I'm able to finally incorporate builds like this, into 2D, I won't have to do the entire structure. I'll just do, maybe one. I mean, if this is a road and I'm going straight across, I don't have to do the back part. If I'm just doing the side, I don't have to do the other side. And keep in mind, this is now supposed to be attached, and it's not. So what I'm going to do, same thing I did to the other one earlier. So I'm going to hook it to this. You don't want to leave floating pieces around. I mean, it's not going to break anything, but just do your best to fix floating pieces like that as soon as you see them. Okay, what's next? I think we're going to need to go into the interior. Before we do that, let's at least hide this with a floor, so we can get rid of the seams. Before we go into the interior, nope, I was going to say, oh, let's put a ledge block there, but you know what? Not. That was quicker than first time, I think. Alright. I'm not going to go to the interior yet. Because before we go in the interior, what we want to do is get a save and then reload it. Then we can worry about the interior. Alright, make sure that they are going in like like that. Be very careful. You're not deleting anything important. I am in the bell tower.
Couldn't go a day without me, huh?
Alright, let's set up the interior so we can go get our windows. Oh, before we do that, let's delete. You know what? I can come back and delete them later. I was going to delete the path craters, but whatever. Alright. Properties. Destination. New toy box. New interior. I don't care what it is called. Save. Turn that off. And let's give it a save. Alright, quick. I have a new way of setting this up quicker. So just watch, learn. And we want Palpatine's window. Alright. I'm not sure, excuse me. I'm not sure if one should go here or not. I'm guessing probably. The image I'm looking at does not show I'm guessing probably yes. Wouldn't hurt. I mean, that's the only one. I mean, don't put this there. Alright, so we're going to want, I think I put one up top like that. Let me look. Yes. And then like that. Same thing on the other side. We're going to have to move some blocks before we get these in position. So don't worry. Be happy. And then we're going to have to get this one in there. And I think that's all for the interior. So where did I put... Here they are. Wow, I don't think that's... Yeah. Their heads got chopped off. There it goes. That moves in one. This moves in one. That moves in... Oh. It's weird that it let me do it. Hang on. Ah, waka waka. Now Ozza thinks set this. I can't remember if it's already if it's already set to this theme or not. Let's take care of that. I can rebuild this. It's not that big of a deal. That's a big deal, though. Guess I'm gonna have to rebuild the entire thing. Wait a minute. No. This goes up one. Haha, I just circumvented the entire problem. Haha, and we gotta put some more buttresses on there. I put it down too low, apparently. Wow. Almost broke everything. I'll take care of that later. Alright. Play these back. Rebuild those. Here we have some more gaps to fill in. See if we can put that there. Yes and yes. Can we use this? Yes and yes. Alright, how about the next side? Yes and yes. Okay. And then second verse, same as the first. beautiful. Beautiful. Hey, beautiful. I think the next thing we have to do is windows. Savey time. And we're going to use path graders. Now make sure when you do these, the ones that you have the grading on the windows, make sure that you get these facing the right way. Which means it's more than likely it's going to be like this instead of like this. See, because if you do that, then it's going to be on the outside. Do that, it's going to be on the inside. Okay? Okay. Alright, first things first. This one I'm going to use pink or green. Maybe we use green. Now 2 pieces like that, and then the next one should be able to just be a one full block. Like that. But we need the oh, I have no more favorites because I did the interior trick. So what I'm going to do to get my favorites back, I'm not going to rebuild the favorites. That will erase the favorite memory. The memory for favorites is still there. You need to save it and reload it. Alright. There's my favorites. I'll have to find the right cathedral. Oh, right here. Might as well set my theme here. Rip this apart and put this window in. I don't think I need those anymore. Get rid of those. And knock that out. Where is the wedge ramp? I don't know why they call this a ramp block, because you can't even walk up it. I'm thinking here we don't put pillars. Well, you know what? I could probably get away with... Nah, that looks corny. Yeah, let's not use the pillar block for those. All right. We'll come back. We'll come back to that one. But we were working on this. Alright, so we're going to put this right here on top of that. So now we have one that's green, one that's pink. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now for all the, I'm not putting the cross meshes in these. What I'm doing for these instead, put this down, make sure we're going the right direction. There's 10 on each side plus those, so 11. All right, so disco ball. A disco ball doesn't show up good on every sky dome, so make sure you're using a sky dome that is worthy of turning the disco ball into something like that. All right, so make sure they're all going the same direction. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and I'm going to go right in the middle. All right, we're going to do the bottom first. Every single one of them is getting attached at once. Make sure you save. I didn't get an auto save that time. They're divisible by 12, so 24, 12, 24, and 12. Alright, there's the bottom row. Same for the top. 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hooray for autosave. Alright, let's get this one in there. Make sure it's facing the right way. Now this is going to have some poke through, so we're going to cover it up, but I don't want to mess up my default setting right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that one. And now I can go back and set it back to Dunbrook. And same on the other side, even though you probably can't see it, but whatever. And since we got this out, it's going to do the same thing over here. One, two, three. And then this one. Hooray for autosave! Savity saves. Bottom row, same as top row. One more. No autosave? Very well. I'll make my own save. Alright, I think that's everything. Oh, two more. Disco duck. I wanna be a disco duck or something. I think I got Macho Man and Disco Duck backwards. Wait a minute, isn't Disco Duck, wasn't that Macho Man? I can't remember. Alright, think we got it. Oh. I gotta take care of that. Take care of anything that shows light poking through. Wow. Talk about taking the long way home. So you think you're Romeo playing a part in a picture show? Alright, so that should be that for that. Don't have to worry about that, I don't think. I think light free there. Now we're light free there. I think we're good to go. Let's check this one. I think I did something a little bit different over here. I'm not tired. Oh, yeah. Somehow with how I filled it in over there, but it's not that big of a deal. I just put more blocks in or something like that. I do want to fix my window over here. In order to do that, I'm going to need the replayers. Well, that was dumb. Oh, need it anymore. I think I'm going to have to do that. Do that. Clear. Bring you over like that. Good. Playback. Stop it. Okay. I'm not going to record yet. I just want that. Clear. Record. Stop. Trigger area. One there, one there. Did I get rid of those? Nope. Be very careful. 1 and 2. And playback. Done and done. 1 and done. Alright, now let's save it, reload it, and then get rid of those path creators. And I'll show you how to clear the interior that we made. There's a specific way to do that, and if you run the risk of losing your entire toy box if you don't do it the right way. I'm not saying that you definitely will, but you run the risk of it. Alright, always make sure you save the game and then reload the game before deleting any path creators. Why would I delete path creators? Because if I want to use merging levels, it is possible loading in a game with path creators from another toy box that your path creators get all tangled up. So the least amount of path creators you have going on, I think the better. Also, remember I said if you see... Oh, I can see through there. Remember I said that if you have floating objects, take care of them ASAP. Well, what happens is, if you have floating objects and you reload the level, they'll snap into place, but if they're floating when you save the level and reload it, and you run the risk of deleting the path creator, or if you delete the path creator in the state when there's floating objects, it's possible that deleting the path creator will mess it up, and then you'll have to reattach it to the path creator again. So always make sure when you save the game that there's no floating objects. And you're like, what are you talking about? If it's never happened to you, I'm just trying to warn you that something bad doesn't happen. That's all. I'm wondering here if I should call these a roof instead of a buttress. I'm going to leave it as a buttress. Wood. Alright, let's save it. And then I'm going to reload it. Part of me wants to show you floating objects. I don't want to. Alright, here's one right here. What was attached to this? This one? Okay. I could be just wrong, but there's a floating object.
Okay, let's do this.
All right. Let's go over to where we... All right. It snaps back into place, but what happens if I delete this? Look at that. See, because I saved it. See, I saved it when it was out of place. That's what I'm talking about. Now, if I delete this one, this was in place when I saved it. No harm, no foul. That's good, that's good. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure you do not have any floating objects if you're going to come back and delete path creators. Now I have to load it again.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, now, because it snapped back into place, if I save it again, it's going to be in the proper spot. Now if I load it, now if I delete that path creator, we'll be fine.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, let's do this. Find all of our... See, it stayed. Got one here. Got one there. Got one down here. Got this one. You got this one. You got this one. And that one. I think that's it. Okay. Oh, there was another one over here, right? Well, I got a gap there. I'm going to want to take care of that. I'm going to leave that alone for a second here. Is that enough? That was enough for that. And that should be enough for that one, right? Or did I need to... No, we're good. The only thing could be... I'm not going to worry about that window poking through. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, so let's get rid of those path creators. That one. And that one. And I think we're good over here. I think I already got rid of those. Alright, so the next thing to do, I'm going to save it, and I'm going to show you how to successfully clear out the level that was created with the with the interior, for the interior. How to properly get rid of it. What you need to do after you save it is quit. Quit the game. And then from build, toy box saves, find the save. Alright, in this case it's Cathedral Test. And hit Y or whatever configuration you're using to select the world. Alright, so now here I have two of them. And that's because I had a previous one. So I'm going to delete both of these. Alright, hang on. Now here's another one that I did have something saved to it. I'm going to say select world, and I have nothing. Why? Because I deleted them this way. If you don't delete it this way, you run a risk of messing everything and losing your data. Alright, so if I load it, there's only one toy box now because I just deleted them. Can't begin to tell you how many times that I thought I deleted it the right way and ended up loading the interior, and the main toy box was gone. The only thing that was there was a trigger area and a door.
Hello, Padawan. Okay, let's do this.
Okay. So what do we do now? Well, we do this. Oh yeah, the Spire. How could we forget the Spire? Didn't even need the path creator. Probably, maybe. kind of looks. It's not the best looking spire. But it's a spire nonetheless. Like, comment, subscribe. And that's how you make a cathedral.